We're getting closer to 2025 every single day. Where is social media going and what changes have happened over the past year? Which platforms are going to be dominating and where should you be focusing your marketing efforts? Today, we're going to be talking about the latest industry report from Social Media Examiner, and we're going to be talking about what social media platforms you should be paying attention to. Welcome to this week's Rocky Mountain Marketing QuickCast. This is your go-to source for actionable advice and the latest news in social media and digital marketing. Every Thursday in just 8 to 12 minutes, I'm going to be delivering quick, impactful tips to help you stay ahead in the fast-paced digital landscape. I'm your host, Katie Brinkley. Let's dive into today's episode. Welcome back to this week's Rocky Mountain Marketing QuickCast. I can't believe that we're starting to think about 2025 already. Social media is always changing, and I think that with having a strong social media strategy, it means staying up to date on what's working and what isn't. Social Media Examiner was one of my go-to sources when I first started in the social media world. Very first social media conference I went to, Social Media Marketing World. And this was my go-to source for all things social media, what worked and what didn't. And guess what, folks? 7.5 years into the game, it's still one of my top sources for seeing what other marketing agencies are doing and where people are focusing their time and efforts. So I wanted to talk about some of the things that stood out to me in their 2024 industry report. Whether you're a B2B or B2C entrepreneur, marketer, understanding these trends is crucial for shaping your strategy this year and getting prepared for what's to come. So let's dive right in. I want to start with an overview of what marketers are planning for their organic social media strategy as they finish out this year and start thinking towards the new year. A lot of the information in this report is vital information that can really help you align your strategies with the different industry trends to ensure that you're staying ahead of the curve. The report is, again, like I said, it's fascinating to see what different insights different marketers and businesses are doing and how different platforms are expected to evolve and where marketers are placing their bets in the future. So one thing that stands out right outside the gate is Facebook. Despite a slight decline, Facebook remains a significant platform for all marketers and business owners. According to the report, 38% of marketers plan to increase their organic activities on Facebook. Facebook still holds massive importance, especially for B2C marketers, with 42% planning to boost their efforts compared to just 33% of B2B marketers. So this tells me that while Facebook's influence might be waning slightly, it still offers a considerable opportunity for brand engagement and brand awareness, and most importantly, audience interaction. Facebook has a huge user base and a very powerful advertising platform built right into it. It really makes it an essential platform for reaching a broad audience. For B2C marketers, Facebook Marketplace and the community features like Facebook groups, they provide unique opportunities to connect with consumers and customers in a completely unique way. So one of the things that the social media report recommends is one of the best tips I can recommend is integrating a Facebook group into your strategy to foster and build your community. People want to feel like they're connected to something bigger. So having that community, that online place for brand loyalty and building out your biggest fans is going to help you with that brand recognition, that brand awareness, and again, building out your biggest fans of people that want to be associated with your brand. Instagram continues to be a powerhouse in social media marketing. Although, yours truly, I've taken a step back from my Instagram strategies a bit in 2024. 2023, I had the capacity to be posting, and regularly engaging and building my community on 3 platforms. And in 2024, I haven't had the capacity. So I had to scale back. I had to choose 2. In 2024, I focused on Facebook and LinkedIn for my marketing efforts but Instagram is still a great place for business owners. So 56% of marketers are actually looking to increase their organic activities on Instagram this year. So B2C marketers are more excited about Instagram, with 61% planning to increase their efforts compared to just 53% of B2B marketers. Really, this highlights the platform's strong visual appeal and its ability to engage audiences effectively, though through images and videos. Although I haven't been doing a lot on Instagram's feed, 0 reels, not very many posts, I have been using a lot of the different features like Instagram stories. I'm still connecting and showing up over on Instagram stories because it allows a diverse way for me to still show up and build that community with my Instagram audience. Stories, reels, going live. There's so many different ways to create content on Instagram, and utilizing all these different features allow you to connect with your audience in a way that's truly unique to Instagram and unlike any other platform. Now, a lot of B2C marketers really enjoy Instagram's shopping feature because you can do a lot of direct sales from the Instagram feed features. Leveraging Instagram's analytics are going to allow you to understand which content is resonating most with your audience and allows you to refine your strategy continuously. If you're a B2C marketer or a B2B marketer, Instagram is still a great spot for you to focus your marketing efforts. But again, you got to keep in mind, you got to be willing to create some video and show up. Speaking of video, YouTube is emerging as a top platform for organic growth. Now, in years past, you might have heard me say YouTube is not a social media platform, just like Pinterest isn't a social media platform. But YouTube has kind of blurred the lines between social media and video marketplace. One of the things that YouTube really has embraced this past year is YouTube Shorts, which is a very similar feel and culture to TikTok and Instagram Reels. Also, if it's been a minute since you've looked at YouTube on your phone, you might have not missed one of their kind of quiet rollouts of single image posts. Yes, you can post a single image with a caption or a graphic with a caption on YouTube. This is a great way to show up in front of a mobile audience and continue building that community. So it didn't surprise me when I read that 59% of marketers are planning to increase their activities over on Instagram. I think this is really significant because video content continues to dominate the online space. The report also showcases that 66% of marketers indicated that they plan to boost their YouTube marketing efforts. So this really emphasizes the growth of importance on video content and capturing and retaining an audience's attention. YouTube has an insane amount of reach, and the longevity of its content make it invaluable as a platform for building out a long-term engagement strategy. I don't care if a video is from, 2008 and it teaches me how to change a toilet ring. It's still relevant in 2024. You're not going to find that on any other social media platform. You're not going to find that over on Instagram or on definitely not TikTok or Facebook. People don't mind if a video is old on YouTube as long as it provides value. So the longevity of YouTube and creating a content strategy on YouTube is really helping a lot of business owners build out that long-term content strategy. YouTube also has very robust analytics that can help you refine your strategy and improve engagement over time. Creating a mix of content on YouTube is essential. So things from tutorials to live streams to, as my friend Owen Video talks about, having a silo, so different topics, so people can binge watch all of your content. That's what's going to make people come back for more time and time again. And now for a quick break. You've heard me mention some of my favorite tools on Rocky Mountain Marketing in the past, and today I want to talk to you about Podmatch. Podmatch is the tool that you need if you're looking for more shows to guest on to elevate your brand authority, or if you're a podcast host yourself and you've been looking for the perfect guest. Podmatch is your solution. Podmatch matches guests and hosts through their system, and I've had a tremendous luck with them over the past 5 years. Check out Podmatch at joinpodmatch.com/Katie. All right, let's get back to the show. Let's go back to more traditional social media. Let's talk a little bit of LinkedIn. LinkedIn has always been popular for B2B marketers. So over half of the marketers, 57%, they plan to increase their organic activities over on LinkedIn. LinkedIn's always been a professional environment. It makes it ideal for B2B engagements. And 72% of B2B marketers actually plan to increase their LinkedIn efforts compared to just 48% of B2C marketers. But this really underscores LinkedIn's role as a crucial platform for networking and professional growth. LinkedIn's focus on professional content and networking really makes it the go-to platform for B2B marketers looking to establish thought leadership and build professional relationships. LinkedIn articles, LinkedIn newsletters, traditional LinkedIn posts, LinkedIn audio rooms. There's so many unique opportunities for deep engagement and building out your personal audience and professional audience. I think that with LinkedIn, you have a great opportunity to grow both your personal brand and your company brand if you go in with a strategy. And I do want to make sure I highlight Twitter too. There are a lot of people that are still using Twitter as part of their marketing trends. But the report showed that only 17% of marketers plan to decrease their organic marketing on Twitter, which is honestly, it's higher than any other platform. So only 18% plan to increase their organic activities, down from 22% the previous year. And I think that this decline suggests that marketers are shifting their focus to platforms that offer more engagement opportunities. Despite all of the changes that have happened with Twitter and X, it still remains a valuable platform for real-time engagement and customer service. Creating content that is timely and relevant is going to help you resonate with your audience. That's going to impact your visibility over on X or Twitter. I never know what to call it. I guess I could just start saying X. Most people know what I'm talking about if I say X, but I'm just afraid that someone's going to say, "What's X?" Twitter, folks. I'm talking Twitter. And last but not least, let's talk TikTok. It's continuing to gain traction, particularly among B2C marketers, despite the fact it looks like Twitter or TikTok is going away here in the United States. About 37% of marketers are planning to still continue increasing their TikTok activities. I mean, you might as well just keep on riding that ship as it, continues going down. You never know. This is one of the key statistics that really surprised me. 44% have no plans to use the platform at all. I am one of those 44. The people that are on it are pushing all their chips in and before things go down, and 44% are planning to not even mess with it. It's very mixed, and I think that these mixed sentiments really highlight the potential of it being banned, but the potential for high engagement. It's a very unique content style. It has a very unique demographic, but 43% of B2C marketers plan to increase their TikTok activities compared to just 32% of B2B marketers. And again, like I said, 44% of marketers are planning to not spend any time over there at all. So what can we learn from these insights? It is clear that visual and video content is going to continue to be important. It's going to be paramount. Platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, they're all seeing an increased investment from marketers indicating their growing importance. For B2B marketers, LinkedIn is still the place to be. It's a critical platform, and B2C marketers should continue leveraging Instagram and Facebook. Adapting to these trends means that you need to focus on creating high quality content that's really resonating with your audience, whether it's through informative videos on YouTube or amazing images on Instagram or writing those thought-provoking questions over on Facebook. Each platform has its own culture, its own way of creating content, and using platform-specific features and analytics will help you really refine your strategy and maximize not just your impact, but the amount of time that you're spending on each platform. I hope you walk away from this episode with a lot of statistics and numbers. You know what some of the other people in the industry are doing, where they're focusing their time and efforts, where they're not focusing their time and efforts. You have a clear insight into where you want to double down your time and effort on. And you'll have a good idea of where you should be focusing your most precious asset, your time, where you should be spending your time on social media to grow your business. Thanks so much for listening to this week's episode of Rocky Mountain Marketing. I hope you're leaving with valuable insights and the inspiration to lead your market. If you've enjoyed our time together and found today's podcast episode useful, I have a small favor to ask of you. Please hit that subscribe button to stay updated with the latest episodes. And if you know someone who could benefit from these episodes, maybe a fellow business leader or an aspiring entrepreneur, go ahead and share this episode with them. Let's spread the knowledge and grow together. Also, I'd love to hear from you and continue the conversation beyond the podcast. Visit me at katiebrinkley.com to connect, to find more resources, or just to share your journey. And be sure to pick up your copy of my new book, The Social Shift, at katiebrinkley.com/book. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Katie Brinkley, and I can't wait to dive into more strategies and stories with you on the next episode of Rocky Mountain Marketing. Let's keep on taking your marketing to new heights.